Bernier High. The right time? I don't know about that. Just got here. I guess could be a right time. How's it going, Madame Nicole? What's new? Haven't heard from you in a while. Aveline? Just testing out some chord here. Kind of like that. Not sure what to do with it. Reminds me of a movie, but I can't remember which. Coffee? Sounds good. I pretty much finished my new idea, and apart from that, well, I haven't been streaming for a week or two. You know, I got COVID and my mom dying and everything. It was kind of But starting again last week, and I should be on for the most part, like normal for the next 2 weeks, but after that I gotta dump the computer at the store, and that could take a while. So it might not be around for 2 or 3 weeks, depending on how flooded they are, I guess, or if they have the parts. Thank you, Blues. Yeah, it's been a rough start of the year. Very sucky. You know, what can you do? Life just decided to shit on me. So, hopefully it's done. You know, shitting for now. And Good Stuff Inc. But, you know, I'm not a very optimistic kind of person. I just more of a half empty glass kind of guy. So I tend to see when a lot of shit's dumped on my lap, I tend to just see more shit ahead and plan for more of it, you know. So not a good side of my personality. For the noise. Oh, looks better. I don't know if it was COVID, but it probably was, because, you know, I lost smell and taste after. It's coming back now, but I felt pretty miserable for a week and then started getting a bit better. Very weird symptoms, I suppose. Didn't feel like a regular cold. It was just a weird cold. So, you know, we couldn't find any tests here, so we just figured, let's just assume it's what we got. That's what everybody's getting nowadays, right? So. I play anything bluesy fingerstyle? Not much. Not a blues kind of guy. Might be something that I play that sound sort of bluesish, maybe. Not sure. These chords at a later time. On my own, that is. pretty savage. Whew. Comfortable. This is okay. I hate bar chords. I never like bar chords. Try to stay away from them if I can. Fucking yoke. Silver 33. Long time fan, are you? Thank you, sir. Warming up. It's time to a new tune. It's kind of nice, like this. Turns out, you know, this cello glass arrangement isn't the same tuning, so it's kind of convenient. But the glass. Arrangement, well, the tune is called Opening. Feels like it opens well into a practice session on all counts. Although, you know, it is piano and he plays it. It's like a long ass opening. Repeats every chord like every section 4 times. A bit too long for my taste, so I just cut it in half. Because I got reverb in the voice and the guitar. It's not, you know, sometimes I plug it only the guitar through the reverb, and then the mic doesn't have reverb. But sometimes I do a plugin that's applied to everything, like right now. I can make this size a bit shorter, a little bit shorter. Thing is that the pedal, I prefer the sound of this reverb, the plugin. The reverb is just on the guitar, so it's better for the voice when I speak, but I have to buy a new adapter. Like, I cannot keep feeding it batteries, you know, it's too expensive. In the long run, just might as well buy a $20 adapter. But this pedal is very old. RV5 Boss pedal. This thing. I've had that for, I don't know, 20 years or so. I'm just surprised it still even works. It's gotta be very dusty. Yeah, I sound like God. This is the voice of God. I mean, I guess we just assume God would sound like we had a lot of reverb if he would talk. I don't know why is that. Maybe if God even existed and if God could talk and we could, you know, listen, how would it sound like? Like, why would it sound with reverb? Somebody started that in a movie or something. Then it became like the voice of God has reverb on it. I don't fucking know, man. Practice, Arkanyoke. Practice. Fucking religion, man. Okay, I'm not sure about the intro still, but I'll just play it anyway. Definitely have to fiddle on that a little. it's frozen. This nut right here. Well, this is a pain in the ass. It was fine before I started playing, and then I guess it didn't want to play after all. What's up, Max? file. So the extremities are sort of missing a proper intro and a proper finish line. Maddie Ronnieberg, hi. MySpace music? Oh my god. Doom higher. Man, MySpace. Fuck MySpace. And the website was a nightmare. I remember that much. Nothing worked over there, right? It was just spam. A lot of spam. You have 362 new messages. It was just like ads, bots and shit. It was hard to maintain, let's just say. Thank God things changed, Tailspin. Well, yeah, I remember Reason. You'd have to tell me who you were, because, long time. I was the rogue, but I guess we had a couple of rogues, didn't we? I was the guy doing more damage than everyone. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that name. Cyrus. It was like 3 warriors, right? We had 3 warriors, I think. It was you, it was Euthygenital, and Lilu, right? Something like that. Good times. We wrecked it, that's for damn sure. I didn't do much raiding, other expansions in Old War, but I did Wrath of the Lich King stuff. It was like with a, I don't remember which guild, like some random guild, I guess, but it was nothing like what we had, what we're using back then. Never came close to it as good. I don't know. We didn't know what we were doing, and everything we did worked, right? It's kind of funny. But we old now. Some other guy lately, a couple of weeks ago, showed out, and I think he was in the same guild, but I couldn't remember his name. Might have been a priest or something. Yeah, definitely not the same, right? I mean, I didn't touch WoW in like 10 years, and during COVID, I started at some point. My friends, gaming buddies were all playing Shadowlands. I figured, let's give it a shot again, see what happens. It's fun, you know. I still play it right now, every now and then, but yeah, the classic stuff is not the same. BC was kind of fun for like, you know, a month. Then I didn't even raid. Probably gonna get into Lich King a whole bunch, considering it's I think it's definitely the one I played the most. Not counting classic, but recreating old feelings is just not happening. But I just remember the content of that game fondly. If only for the soundtrack and running around, it's gonna be fun. Pretty much, yeah, same here. I don't remember doing much in TBC, and I didn't play Cataclysm and the Panda stuff and whatnot. I didn't play any of that. I just quit like for straight up didn't use it. I didn't even think I would play it ever again. And all my buddies, like I was saying, were just sort of into it. And it was like a year ago or something. COVID was just super rampant. Not that it's not rampant now. It was like, let's be degenerates. So we did. Retail is cool. So it's not the same game at all anymore, but definitely alright. Much harder than it was. Classic days. What do you mean decentralized platform? blockchain. I don't know what blockchain is or mean. I'm streaming right now on Restream.io, and Restream.io is sending the stream to all three at the same time: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I wish I could just do Twitch, but you know, like, I got viewers everywhere, so I just try to grab them everywhere I can. Might not be paying for that, like, to be able to send to all three, Facebook included. You have to pay a sub. So I tried it this month, which is terrible because it was the worst month possible for me to even test and get a good sample, considering I got sick. My mom, funeral arrangements and all this shit. Like, I played half as much live guitar as I wanted to, you know. So might be getting another month for this, probably like in April. Retest it then or March and get a better sample, you know, if it's worth paying a sub to get everyone at the same time. But I don't know what blockchain. I'm gonna check it out after. Blockchain. That's a website or something. Trouble with this lately. Sorry. Live beer, I'm sure something like Hive. Hive? Enterprise's website audience? I guess I'm gonna have to check. I mean, how's it any different than just streaming? I don't know. Tilt the guitar cam rather. There you go. I want to cut my head in half. Do I? Oop. Let art inspire the musician to own your. Oh. I wish I did commercial stuff and whatnot. Like just be a guy, just I'm a jukebox. Ask me for anything, tip me, and I'll play it. You know, that'd be easy mode, but just not that guy. And the bottom is just Max Menace. You gotta stop feeding me money, Max. What a nice person. Might as well pay my electric bills, you know. Ay, paye mon hydro. Paye mon bel. Max has been giving too much over the years. Must have a good job. I hope you have a good job. You better not, break your budget for me, bro. Don't do that. Så hydro standing, ça va être gros volage de poche. First album, you'd be surprised at how much of no money at all I made with the first album. It's kind of stupid because it's the one I sold the most, and it was actual copies and fucking stores and shit, which is probably why I didn't make much, It was back in 2007, so it was in store, for like $20. $20. I mean, how much do you think I made back then for one album at $20 in a store? That's definitely not what people think it is. That's for damn sure. But so essentially, the store took half right off the bat, So store takes $10, and then after that was, I think, the company who produced it. So the distributor takes, it was like, I don't know, $4 or something, and then there was some other shit that took money, and then in the end, basically, it was just about $2 left for me and my managers to split, because my managers were my friends before being my managers. So we had a fairly like 60-40 kind of split. But yeah, it was, you know, I did not make any money selling. And I think I sold like 60,000 copies or something, you know, but that still was it. People weren't buying digital much yet. It was really like the Pirate Bay era, you know? I mean, I could go and Andy had the same issue with Art of Motion. You know, you could see like downloads for his album or mine was just like in the thousands, you know, like just a lot for free. People, I guess, still do that nowadays, but not as much. It's probably more of a people just have already subbed to Spotify or Apple Music or something. So you don't get much out of it, but you still get pennies, you know, in the end. Back then, if people, most people did, just download everything for free. So all in all, you'd think I could have bought a house with this album, but it was enough for the guitar, I guess. It's pretty much what I got out of it. Je sais pas, Apple Store, pour un, sûrement une affaire de 20-30 cents, c'est pas... What's up, Elzebab? Mr. Pete. Hive is a social media platform. Okay, I'll check into it. I don't know, I think making actual money from music was easier back then, in a way, because you would do a show, you would get money from the show, but then people would actually buy your CDs and stuff after the show, and you would make almost as much selling after then, you know, like it was different. Everything was different. You know, the whole store thing I don't miss at all. That was kind of dumb. Making $1 out of 20, you know, like how was everybody else making more than you? This is beyond my mind. It boggles my mind. But it was still better revenue with that than the 1/5 of a penny per stream click, you know. It's a fucked era for music. I mean, unless these bills that, you know, some companies like Sound Exchange are trying to pass bills so that musicians are getting paid like properly through, you know, digital stuff. But unless Spotify and Apple, which are the bigger ones, and Amazon probably, are getting forced to do it retroactively, you know, for like the past 10 years or something. And you know, and I don't see that happening anytime soon. So music is free. It used to be free. We don't eat, man. We don't pay rent. Nothing, you know. Quarters of pennies. It's just how it is today. So you gotta have a lot of clicks, you know. And the same goes for YouTube and the ad stuff. You know, you make, although it is better, you know, you make actual sense when an ad is played on your channel or your video or something. It's annoying, but then you make money with that, better money. But you need a shitload of views for that to happen. It's all cents, pennies. Here's a penny, and then if you have enough pennies, then you can pay a couple of grocery bags worth of something. If we had 1 cent, like 1 penny per, it would be a very different story. Life would be much easier for a lot of people, and that's not much. Like, that's a penny. What's a fucking penny? Making a tour in Brazil. I don't know if I ever considered it. I almost went to Chile once, I think, but it never happened. Een vrai job. Comme tu veux, Godelo. Quand tu peux, comme tu veux. My net worth 2 million to 20. What? What? Google says I'm a millionaire? That's so dumb. What is this? You gotta look like a millionaire? Live in a regular apartment in Montreal. Everything is... We're far from that. Like, ways off that. If I was a millionaire, dude, I would have a house, and probably not in Quebec, and my whole everything would be very different right now. Jesus. In other words, Google is taking this information. I have to check into that after. This is too funny. Google is never wrong, isn't it? Change my chair. My chair settings yesterday. Like the height is a little wrong. Oh, this might be better. Retatartiti-tartitu. Google's always wrong. Yeah, it's not always, It has the answer to a lot of things, just not everything. Oh, I know I'll never stop making music, Elzebab. Just, there's a very, very high chance that within the next... After this next album is done this year, I'm giving myself another year, see what gives, and probably gonna have career change, just keep music for me. Do something else for money, So, I don't know what, but I kind of postponed this questioning for the moment. Focus on recording this thing, and at least, that'll be done. The single, well, it's gotta be part of the whole shebang, you know. But if everything goes according to plan, this album should be, I mean, it should be on my website in July, you know, and then on all these stupid streaming platforms and whatnot and online stores by the end of the summer. They take forever, you know, to do that. But then it's just tabs, and I guess next fall, next winter, a couple of months from now, you know, it's a year tops from now, I'll be able to see what's the situation, how I feel about music, making a living out of this, and then you know, start digging again the what could I do question, which is you know, I digged it for a couple of months last year and could not find an answer. But you know, if I need to move away from music to be happier or more comfortable or what, you know, I'll do it. I'll always play for me, but just nobody will hear from me again. If I decide to go away from this, it's just true. I'll just go, and that'll be it. It's a rough question, though. Very rough. Back. Pacey what beat? Sorry, scroll down. I can't scroll back up. Playing music on Ethereum platform? What? I'm so not, you know, like technological and shit. I suck at that stuff, you know. Getting paid to play music nowadays is so you have to do anything but play music, and then you know, I'm not a marketing kind of guy. I'm not a social media kind of guy. I'm not a look how interesting I am kind of guy. I'm just not that guy, you know. But noob streamer, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh yeah, if you only do that, or you just find me dudes that want to play my stuff in front of me live in front of other people. Like that's well, most people are intimidated for some, and I guess I get it, although I don't feel like I'm intimidating. But that could be awesome. Sure. Yeah, but doing that beat in the world of music online is so fucked nowadays. I think I'd rather have like a regular job like anyone over having to do all that. Like it's not music, you know. For the most part, it's just not in music anymore. What I'm doing now, like just as simple as it gets, you know. But if I really wanted to, it would be much more than it is. It's just, you know. I'd have success like actually studying in online marketing and stuff like that. That'd be the ticket. Probably go for that. If I really wanted to make this work online, that's probably what I'd do. If my younger self knew that it would come to this eventually in the future, sure, it's about music, but not really anymore. It's about how you present it online and how you look interesting. How many pictures can you post a day? It's gotta be the same breakfast every day, right? Fucking toast. The thing about arcing, you know, because with something like this, and like I think two guys would show up, you know, like it'd be you and somebody like I'm just not known enough, big enough to be like, if Andy did that, like 30 guys would show up and we would turn into like a competition or something, you know, but a prize at the end of it. I'm not Andy, you know. Eric reacts to to his cat. Eric reacts to such, you know, some series I've been watching. It doesn't have to do anything with music anymore. It's just it'd be some like blog or I don't know, me whining about shit. I have a lot of opinions, obviously. You heard most of them, Mr. Pete. I'm a fucking whiner. That's what. I just whine. Ugh, I rant. I like to rant. I've already done that at some point in the past, head to toe, but maybe not. Yeah, I don't have much taboos, or you know, like I can talk about anything really, so long as I have something to say about it. I'll talk about it. or one more tuning for today. Where do we go? Just one more. You come back and you don't you can leave your work at work, you don't sleep with your work, you don't breathe your work, the paycheck's always the same, you don't think about that, as long as you keep doing the work, you get the same money. I don't know what that is. What is money? It's a good question. I wonder what money is, other than something we created to. We figure, this is gonna make things easier. So didn't. I wonder how society would be today if we just stuck with trading goods for goods or services for goods. Like no money, none of that. Just you go to work and you sell, you make bread and shit, and or you're the dude at the gas station that pumps gas, or you're the cashier, or you're the truck driver, and there's just no money involved whatsoever. The only thing that happens is that you can do anything that we're doing right now. There's got to be somebody working there, because that person also has. But then people will say, "Oh, what about the doctor and the other guy that had like this 10 years of studying and whatnot to get there?" Well, I guess how is that worth less or more than the cashier? Or the doctor is happy that there's a cashier when he goes to the store, right? So, and the cashier is happy to go to the doctor. And the doctor is there as well. So everything equal. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's some stuff here that doesn't make sense, but I wonder how it would work out if we just stuck with anything that is nothing like money. Sure, it would be new problems. Multi-dimensional. Sure, I still give lessons though. Just write me my email if you're into it, and we'll schedule something. Email being on my website and all. Perfect Falls, the oldest tune I wrote that I can still play. It was probably the lap tapping stuff, air tap and percussion en fer, but I didn't write those. They just were improvisation that I did in the streets back then, when I was like 20 years old. So it's different. In my mind, I didn't really write those. They're structures, I suppose probably Fates. The actual song, Fates, has to be the oldest that made sense. Because I wrote other shit before that you guys never heard and never will. That didn't make sense. So Fates, probably the one I can still play, and it would be the oldest I remember. I think I wrote it at age 23, 4, after like a good 3 or 4 years of learning as much Michael Edges, Don Ross, and company. I wrote that one. It was the first of all the tunes that I wrote after that. Oh yeah, I don't remember most of the songs from all 3 albums, but I'm sure like of all of these 3, maybe I remember like 4 or 5 tunes, and then little parts of the other ones every now and then. But for the most part, I do need my tabs, my own tabs, if I want to play my old shit. There's no way you can practice all of this. It would come down to practicing right now with these new songs, probably around 50 tunes. It's too much to maintain. Nobody does that. Maybe some guys do it, but I had multiple guitars with multiple tunings, and maybe. What did show for? Oh yeah. Bonsoir Marie et Maryse Fonta. Well, everything I'm playing, Maryse, is gonna be recorded this summer. It's all songs from the past 10 years at this point, almost. 9 years, 8 years. It was supposed to be recorded before COVID, and before COVID, I wanted to record it. I was waiting on this guitar to do it, and then COVID hit, so that was like a year into 2 years. And before that, I had sort of, hard to explain, but health issues. I had to cut down on all possible stress sources, so this being extremely stressful for me, recording that is, I just postponed it. I didn't think. I think after that, like a year or so, a year and a half of health stuff, I'd be fine, and I was fine. But, then the guitar issue and then fucking COVID. It's just like nothing. Life just keeps throwing itself in the way when I try to record this goddamn album. But I swear to God, unless a meteor falls on top of me, I'm doing it this summer. Like nothing is gonna prevent me from recording this shit this summer. Well, I mean, if I break my fucking hands, okay, sure, but short of that, even if COVID is rampant and like there's zombies out there, I swear to God, I'm pressing record here with this mic, and this is it. Like, I don't care at this point. Nothing will stop me. The idea is to go to Italy and do it with Stefano, and I'll be awesome. But if I can do that, I have plan B, C, D, up to Z. So this is happening. This is the last thing I ever do. It's fucking happening. I don't really play old stuff. At some point, it's just very boring, and you don't want to go there too much. You know, music is this weird media, this weird art. It's like the only form of art, other than like theater maybe, or and even then, like live comedy or things like that. Like you repeat it for a certain amount of time, then you move on, and then you never do it again. You know. Music is the only form of art that you have to repeat thousands of times. Never really got that. I think it's dumb, but that's just how it is, how it became, right? So after playing it for enough time, once this is recorded, I will probably not play most of them. At least half of them I will not play anymore, just because I'm sick of them. You know, it's getting old and I don't feel them anymore. I'll just be exploring or trying to create even more newer different things, or learning different things. Oh, you can't buy an album? That point, I mean, I'll just sell them on my website, and my only goal, if I have a goal other than put the music out of my mind into the world and just do that, if I can make the money that I invested into recording it, I'll be more than happy. It'll be fine, but if I don't get that, it's also alright. Like, I'm doing this for me for the most part. It's like overdue, and music is burning a hole into my mind, you know. Alternate tuning mainly used to have the open strings tuned to notes, and the scale the song is played in. I don't think I understand your question a bit, but essentially open tunings is just to allow you for different combinations. Like a chord like this here, I would never be able to do with such ease in standard tuning. It would not work. It opens for textures, flavors, different techniques. Brief, like a short way to put it, I guess, would be, other than for open harmonics or things like that, I guess it's there to accommodate different combinations or different open doors that you could not open any other way, pretty much. To me, it's not a matter of scales or what, it's a matter of how it feels and what it opens up. I play drum properly. I cannot do drums. It's the sticks, I think. It just never felt right in my hands. lot of drummers that gave me, or just drumming beats, gave me a lot of ideas over the years for my music. Carter Beaufort mainly, but basically because I listened to a lot of Dave Matthews back then. But I heard a pretty good one lately. I've been rewatching Twin Peaks, which is super fucked up, you know. But the newer series, not the old one. I've rewatched the old one too, but for some reason, Ledge decided to put like super sappy fucking bands at the end of every episode, and it's so bad. Like, I don't know. I guess some people like this stuff. He likes it for damn sure. But it's pretty cheesy, sappy stuff. Like very, I don't know, 1980s emo stuff from the future. I don't know what it is, but I hate it. It's terrible. And it plays for 5 minutes. You're like, really? And then you just skip it. You know? But that being said, there was a one of the episodes at the end, it's 9 Inch Nails is there for God knows. I guess they know each other. And I don't like the song per se, but I was a big 9 Inch Nails guy when I was a teenager. Trent Reznor is something unique, really, and that being said, the tune had like this very peculiar drumming opening. It's weird kind of beats, and I figured, well, I gotta use this in a way, so I'm gonna have to rewatch it or find the tune. Don't even know what the title was, but I'm sure I can find it. So a drumming beat, just one drum, like it was very slow too, and it was very broken and weird fragments. But there was, you know, drums are, I don't know, I'm a rhythmic kind of guy, you know, I like interesting rhythms. Like big ass solos that drag on forever, I'm not really into that, but I'm not in the church now. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to put my, or I'll put my, you know, if I send a guitar into this, then the mic is not getting reverb. I just didn't plug it today. Just went with the plug-in, you know. I need to get an adapter for this guy. I don't know where it is, but it's gone. So right now it's a 9-volt battery, and you know, this dies pretty quick. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not in the church. Thomas Hake. I can't remember if she was in SP, sort of. I'm gonna have to check this Thomas Hake guy. I never heard of him. I didn't notice drumming much when I was a younger guy. A little bit, but not so much. Carter Beaufort and Dave Matthews Band was really my first. Oh my God, this guy is amazing. He made everything sound like so different. It was just definitely not your regular. Worlds apart. I will not enjoy it. Oh, the Meshuggah guy. I don't think so. It's like just too much pedals, you know, like. Number 41. Yeah, Carter makes everything looks easy. I don't know. This guy is so groovy. He can make 4/4 sound like I don't know what, man. But it doesn't sound like he's just playing on a regular drum or nothing. He has a big ass drum. And it's gotta be super clean. I know that much. Favorite instrument outside the guitar? Well, if it's just to listen, probably piano. Then I've always liked, the sound of the violin and French horn. I'm big into French horns. I don't know why. It just sounds special. Clarinets. I like clarinets. Oboe. Lots of wind instruments, just not like flutes, not so much. Saxophone, cannot stand it. Trombone, alright. Meshuggah sounds like a pile of fucking noise. Doesn't sound like music to me. It just sounds like a bunch of nerds nerding out with long hairs. Look how fast we can play and how awesome we are. It's all we do, 20 hours a day. I don't know, it's too much. It's just too much. I don't hear music, But that's me. I'm allergic to that stuff. Much of an improviser, P. I guess the only advice I could go for with improvisation is when regardless of the tuning, if it's standard or this or any other tuning, when you've played enough in said tuning and you know your way around and you know what's going on, everything that you'd want to do on the fly becomes exponentially easier. So habit, I guess, if it's an advice. Well, I'm not sure it is. Oh, to play? No, I don't. I don't play other instruments, although I can play any string instruments, but ukulele is too small, the bass is too big. Banjo is alright, but it sounds kind of funny. Get to my nerve. Cannot play wind instruments much. Definitely not play the drum well. Never really played piano much. Tried some violin a long time ago. I didn't pan out. Cello I would like to, I think. Harp could be cool, yeah. Whatever you want. And instrument-wise, like if I had money to not really care about, how it costs, I would get a hang drum. A few hang drums. Like the good ones, not the cheap-ass fucking pieces of shit hang drums. Like the, UFO-looking ones that are like $5,000, that's what I'd get. I would probably at the very least 3 of them, because you're stuck with whatever notes it's made of. Like you're stuck with those notes. So I would get probably 3 very different ones, so I have access to. Well, I think they have nine notes per, so 27 would be probably good enough. And then you just tap that shit around. That I would be into like 100%. Now a hurdy-gurdy that is not crap, that is good quality, I would like that. if you don't know what a hurdy-gurdy is, just type hurdy-gurdy, you know, in Google. It's awesome. I would like that, but the maintenance level of these things is kind of ridiculous. You know, so yeah. I think the first on the list would be the hang drums. It's just so different, unique sounding, but I'd be bored with just 9 notes after, and I say 9, might not even be 9, might be 6 or 7. I'd be bored fast. I'd need more notes, you know, lots more. But, you know, 3 is like 15K or something, and then you wait for ever, like years before you even get them. So, you know, I'm not going there. Handpan, yeah, handpan or hang drum, I guess they have different names. Hand drums in general I can play because, you know, guitar is sort of, there's a lot of that going, so I can do that. Yeah, I wish I could afford all of that as well, my friend. If I, you know, if I could, I would have those, but I will also have electric guitars, 2 necks, like 8-string guitars, fretless bass, banjo. I mean, any and all string instruments, I would have one. And although I would probably barely play any of them, I would still have them. You know, harp guitars, actual harps, the big ones, the small ones, all of it. It's awesome. You know, it's money. It's just money. Tips on playing fingerstyle. You need to be more precise, Christian. It's a very broad question. Yatao and pen. I mean, the last time I checked about hang drums was like the original ones, pan art in Switzerland, whatever they are, and then a bunch of companies started to make their own cheap copies, and then Pantheon Steel I think makes pretty good ones, but waiting list was years, so I gave up. I haven't done a search for hang drums in a long time, you know. Could be a thing, but it's still a couple of thousands that I can't spend, you know, on such a thing. It'd be a lot of fun. I would definitely stream that shit, you know? It's just anything you play would sound good. It'd be awesome. But like I say, it's a steady, fixed set of notes, so you get bored eventually. Like, you give me a month with that thing, and I'm through. Like, any combination of like possible, like, it's really it's not enough, you know. Even if you change the rhythms, anything that you want, you're still stuck with like, or whatever notes that you select. You know, it's really, but with 3 of them, sure. Fretless acoustic guitars, I don't think I've tried one of those ever. It's gotta be a pain in the ass to fret properly. I don't think I've seen an acoustic fretless. I've seen acoustic bass fretless. I don't think I've seen guitar. I don't have electric guitars, Maurice. That's the thing. I would like to because it feels different, and you could. It's so easy to play. Like, you can play for hours, but probably just plug in a bunch of like choruses and things, and just enjoy the differentness of it. I don't have that kind of money. The only guitar I would actually maybe spend actual money on is maybe 2-3K if I can get that for a good classical guitar, not high end but just good. That could be fun. I could do that. I would consider this. Make it convertible, Christian. Well, if you only use 3, I guess it's these 3, right? Well, start working out your ring finger. You don't have to use the pinky ever if you don't want to, but just start with simple exercises, like just arpeggios, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go back. And of course, you can change the bass line with your thumb. Then the whole position or any combination of that. So any workout in pair with your metal or by itself, or just something simple like this. Just make sure you direct your ring finger to other things, like, okay, now I'm gonna hit the first instead of the second. So you can keep changing which string you're hitting when. And if you're able to do it consciously, and then eventually you want to think about, it'll just switch whenever you want to switch. Then by changing the positions to any combination, you'll find that at any point when you need to do, say, this here in the song, it's going to come much easier because you've already been there. You've practiced very simple things like that. And if open strings or with harmonics too boring, just add some, any flavor to it. Probably the more straightforward advice I can give. King Erdogan, nylon fretless. Oh my god, it's gotta be. I have to check that out. King Sing Erdogan. That's some name right there. I mean, fretless is fretless. Unless you're a classically trained violin player or cello player, it's out of tune. Like Michael Mannering's a beast. He's out of tune. Like. Not everywhere all the time, but there's no way. I've never heard anybody play any of these and sound like in tune perfectly, not like a violin or cello. I'm sure it's doable, but I don't know. Could be fun though. I would love to have one eventually. I mean, I suppose you could just remove the frets and then there you go. You've got a fretless, there's gaping holes and shit. So I wouldn't do it, but Sheldon, I don't know, man. 10 years ago. It's got to be 10 years ago, at the very least. It was at a guitar convention in Montreal. It was a friend of mine back then had a Oracle version, it's not the same model as this one. And it felt good, but it was just, I don't know. I was not entirely convinced. Like it sounds very different than this one. It plays different too. But and I was to a point where I needed a new instrument, so. I contacted a bunch of Luthiers and I went to conventions and stuff. Boiled down to either him, Sheldon, as my friend was convincing me. I was like, okay, well maybe, but I wasn't sure. And then there was Michel Pellerin, he's a Quebec guy, and Greenfield. But I wrote to Greenfield, and his answer was so insulting that I just. Get out of here, dude. Like, I'm never ordering anything from you. So, it was either Pellerin or Schwartz. And Sheldon is more into experimenting. And not that Michel is not, but it was like half and half. I couldn't, like, roll the dice and pick at that point, because I like both, but then I guess Sheldon felt a bit more like you just have to take a look inside his guitars to see that he's doing something that's just out of the box. It's very different. So I went with him, and yeah. I haven't played anything else since. This is my third though. The other ones I've sold. Probably the last one. Last guitar I'll ever need, hopefully. Need a miracle to get better than this. Bit of a weird 4-guitar store. Okay, I'll check it out. Zaparia. Greenfield, I didn't get along with the guy at all. Let's just say, he told me this is the cost, and what you need is not what you think you need. You need that. I said, well, this is not what I want. This is my spec list. Can you do this instrument for me or not? And he said, no, that's not what you need. You need that, fan fret and blah, 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 cutaway. Like, dude, this is just the model everybody is buying from you. I don't want that. I want this. This is what I wanted. And, not only did he not want to change anything, it was like, take my stock model, at like $15K, and this is what you need. I know what you need. Dude, you're a fucking builder. I'm a player. I know what I need. You're not gonna tell me what I need. There's no fucking way. This is not happening. This is like a nightmare. I just, just stop talking with the guy. I mean, if he gets along with Andy or other dudes, I don't know how, but it's great. It's just not for me. It's not good for me. Sheldon is just. I sent him the same spec list. I said, "Can we do this?" And his answer was a resounding just yes, sure, okay. That was it. I mean, so long as it doesn't go against the builder's like baseline, like say is bracing or is overall, like they have molds, there's like some physics to it, but essentially whenever it comes to like playability details, choice of woods, frets, or all this is the player's choice for the most part. There's exceptions, but ever write to a Luthier and he talks to you like that, just back out in the bush. Just get out of there. Like don't stick around. It's not good. I'm skipping. Like there's other greenfield issues I've had. I'm not gonna mention who, but a guy had a new greenfield and was like, "Oh, it's so good," and I went to his place and I checked it out. And I kid you not, the truss rod was loose. It was broken. It was just fucked. It's not working. It was not even attached. It was just in there. It was like, I was like, dude, your rod's loose. Like, gotta take that neck off and get a new one because this is fucked. Like, it doesn't work. It doesn't do anything. So, wow. I didn't know. Yeah, well. Yeah. Quality, That price, you'd expect to work in truss rods. Very popular now in Greenfield. I don't know. It's like I say, it's personal taste, So if Andy didn't have any issues or go along with the guy, and he likes how they feel and they play and never had issues, right on, It can't work for everybody. It's just the same as somebody could play a Schwartz and feel, this is crap. I don't like it. Okay. But that doesn't, in my opinion, remove the fact that Greenfield is an asshole and Sheldon is like a shaman in the woods. It's super easy to talk to him. He's not into it for the money. He's never gonna tell you, no, it's not what you need. You need that. I mean, I probably still have the email somewhere. It was mind-boggling. It's like, why is he just telling me what I need? Is he not reading what I'm asking? It was very strange. To each his own. There's a lot of good builders anyway, so. I think Sheldon is right. I think it's sort of a gimmicky fan frets. It's not. It might be ergonomically alright for like certain positions, like when you're playing and like your hand kind of wants to be more like this, and then as you go up, going like this feels more natural maybe. So I could get that. But for intonation, it's utter garbage. It's not real. I think it's gonna solve like, it solved the issue here, makes it worse here. This is not good. This doesn't work anymore. Like, it's gonna create different set of issues than straight frets. Really. I don't think it looks good personally. It's really gimmicky more than anything, but. Creates a placebo effect for some players that it's more intonation's better than okay. But if I could get behind it feels better for like bars and such as you go up, because you like that. Okay, that I can get behind. For perfect intonation, you need micro frets that are placed at the right spot. And that would only work for one tuning. So in order to get these micro single frets everywhere to work for any tuning, it needs to be like adjustable. Every fret needs to be like, I can push it here. That probably exists some electric fretboard out there. Sheldon, in my opinion, makes the the best easiest to play instruments I've personally ever played. This one is even further, like even crazier than any other ones I've had before. He makes like it's Ferrari stuff. Like everything is awesome, you know. The only thing I think they're sort of lacking is it could be the fret. It's like when I tap low ends, it's like some wind is missing or something is amiss, but you can't really hear that through mics or nothing, you know, so it's fine. Like the grail does not exist, you know. It's also, you always just get a little bit closer to perfection without a reason. Perfect sound is one thing, but if it's unplayable, you have problems. Or his guitars are really equally equal, like and this was a test very much because he never makes a Adirondack top like that. It's usually a Sitka, but it's balanced, and then you know. A new guitar will evolve and respond depending on where you play it and how much you play it. So if you play every frequency sort of equally, it's gonna evolve equally at the same time. If all you play is like on the low end, you know, 4 strings barring like that all the time, then it's gonna go in that direction. If you just play highs all the time, it's gonna evolve there. So I think I like to think I exploit any and all frequencies. So hopefully it is evolving in the right direction. But you know, it's still only 3 years old. Oh, it's pretty young. Yeah, bunker frets, there you go, yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. I've never tried them, but on paper, it should work. Micro frets. But only for that certain tuning. So if they cannot be moved, which I doubt they are, it would be some crazy mechanics in there for that, having like rails or something, I don't know. But let's just say, like in this tuning here, let's say I have micro frets for this tuning. Like right now, the way I've tuned it, if I was to check with the tuner here, it's not at 0 cents, any of them. See, I'm at showing +1 here. +1 to -6. So if this is +2, when fretting it should be +2 as well. But then I would create issues somewhere else. 0 -2 to 0. Let's close. 0, well this one is 0. Let's see, it's -2 difference here. +2 difference. -2 difference. So something is wrong there, unless this differential is too big. My point is, with this tuning, at -2 or 3 cent differential, it works everywhere. I can play the tune. It's good. It's gonna be tuned everywhere. So, a problem is when I tune to the different tuning, a different set of differentials here will be required for it to be in tune. So going 0, 0, 0 all the time, both fretted and non-fretted, is never gonna work. The micro frets are just gonna adjust what should be adjusted here. It's adjusted instead right there. It changes the distance between that and the fret, which in this case they're all the same. So you have to adjust the tuning, the intonation with this, and well, partly with this, mainly the saddle, and the way you're fretting. Now, once you find, like, this is an happy middle ground that works for almost everything, but for ultimate precision, it would need to be 1 fret for each string for each note that could be moved around. Change how long the string is between point of impact and that. Otherwise, you need to change this back and forth, which would be the same thing, but not doable. This is doable. It's just, not only it looks like shit, but, you know, it will work for that tuning. Everything would be, if you were to tune at 0, it should be in tune perfectly everywhere, no matter what you play in that tuning. You know, the joys of fucking metal and wood and pressure. That's what it does. Yeah, you just have to live in your perfection. That's just how it is. Oh yeah, Adirondack is my favorite top as far as stone wood area, and just your girl Indian rosewood, not Brazilian necessarily. This is regular rosewood, but I guess it's dark enough. You know, it's dark enough so that it almost looks like Brazilian. Anything else sounds weird. I mean, it's like 10-15% of your sound comes from the back and the sides, but personally, I've tried, mahogany sounds fucking weird. Maple is garbo. I don't like that at all. Cedar is, not sure about that. Any rosewood type usually works. Sapele, whatever it's called, that's terrible. The wine koa is way too bright. It has no low end whatsoever. I mean, there's more, like this cherry or whatever you want. Malaysian blackwood, I guess, that's kind of all right. Walnut, I'm not sure. Rosewood, Indian rosewood. For the most part, I think that's like the super safe bet. I gotta go, guys. It was fun talking and definitely not playing much the last 30 minutes. Oh my god. It's alright though, no problem. Probably back tomorrow, people. So I'll try to plug in the actual reverb so I don't sound like God. You just forgot today, I guess. Oh yeah. You have to buy that adapter eventually. Unless I find it. I know it's in here somewhere. Or we threw it away when we moved, but I don't see why I would have done that. So it's out here. I'll get you cover links. All right, man. You guys have a nice one. Thank you, people.